Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oya here. I'm so glad to see you all today, and I'm glad that you all have been keeping in tune with all of my videos. I've had a few people who've asked me to actually do a tarot deck review, showing you the tarot cards that I work with, how I feel about them, and pretty much my treasures, so I thought that I would go ahead and do this video and really show y'all how I work. So yes, Ashe to everybody. Make sure that you click like on this video and subscribe, and then whenever you do subscribe, hit the bell button so that way you get notifications on everything that I put out from here on out. Okay, that's how we help each other with the algorithms and such. But yes, it's a beautiful day. I thought that this would be better inside, so that way I could show you all everything in detail without the glare of the sun getting on me. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna start off from the very beginning of my tarot journey, the one that started it all. I actually have two technically that started it all, but we're gonna go into a detailed time reference. Okay, so this is my very first tarot deck, and it was gifted to me by one of my friends who I went to high school with. Yes, I've had this since high school. I'm 30 now, and I was 16 when I received it. It was for my 16th birthday. It was my senior year. Yes, I'm ahead 1 year, but her name was Amber. Her mother, this was her old tarot deck, and she was just like, I don't use it. My mom no longer uses it, so I know that you love this, Avery, so here's your first tarot deck. And I was super stoked. Now, if anyone knows me, I have a preacher father, okay? He was not about bringing anything that had nothing to do with Christianity into the house. So when I received this, I was overjoyed, but I really had to work my butt off hiding this deck, because I didn't want to hear anything. On top of that, I knew him. I knew that he would throw it out or make me give it back, and I would have to lie and say, yeah, I gave it back, and then I actually kept it, and then he'd find it again, and then it would just be a whole spiel up from there, just downhill. So no one wanted that, but I love this deck. I definitely related to this deck. You can see how old it is. Okay, it's very modern art, but it's old, and I love it. I love that the moon is sitting right there on top. But yeah, this is a very old deck. It's probably one of the top 5 starter tarot decks to have next to the Rider-Waite deck. And it is as old as the Rider-Waite deck. I think the Rider-Waite is older, but this one came out in the 70s. I think I have the 1990 edition or the 80 edition. But this is the back of it. Really trippy. Really trippy. And this is the front. I mean the art. This is the moon, as you can see. You got, I don't ever well, here's the minor arcana. 6 of Pentacles. You can see that old artwork type. 7 of Swords. Yeah, and you got 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is one of my favorites. 3 of Cups. And look at the art of the faces. I love that. Very, very mod. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. The Devil. Different things. So it's similar to the Rider-Waite deck. If you've seen the Rider-Waite deck, but it's a little older. Strength. It's just a little different in the artwork. The Lovers, very, very old. So I was definitely super happy when I received these. I do like to work with these cards from time to time. My energy is all up in them. You can see all the newly added energy on top of the old energy that was added before I used this deck. So this is one of my favorites. I believe you can find it on eBay, Amazon. I don't see them in stores often, so it's not as popular as the Rider-Waite tarot deck, but the Aquarian tarot deck is still where it's at. Okay, I love it. So the same year, my 16th birthday year, like a week between each other, one of my other best friends, Brandy, gifted me with this tarot deck. Okay, it came in a box. Obviously, the box is gone. This is called Cachet Tarot Reading. This is the book that came with the deck. Okay, and it's under Top That Publishing. Top That Publishing with an exclamation point. The tarot, Cachet Tarot Reading. And you know, it opens up with, this is a simple book. It opens up with tarot origins, then it goes straight into it, no bullshitting, just straight into it, the major arcana, you know, different ways to read it upright and reversed. And then it goes into the minor arcana, starting with the Ace of Cups, and it tells you a summary of what the cups stand for. And then it keeps going, and it does it with every suit after that, you know. Really cool, really cute little book. And then towards the end, it ends on swords, and it tells you like basic tarot readings that you can use, like the Celtic spread, the Celtic cross spread, the, what is it, the star spread, which it ends on. And I do love these cards. I've used these cards. I was ecstatic when people were giving me shit that I wanted. Like, I'm like, y'all do listen. I love this. So this is also a very old deck. You can see it's a little tattered and worn because I've used the crap out of these cards, and I still do. This is the back of each card. Very nice and simple, black and white. And then it gets lovely. I do love the artwork. As I got older, I started, started collecting more diasporic and more variety in ethnicity type of tarot decks. But, you know, it was one of my first decks, and I really learned to love it. This is the High Priestess. Very comedic deck. As far as a major arcana card. Really, really like that. Very detailed, even from the hands coming out of the ground and him riding his sturdy steed. Yeah. You know, you got the minor arcana, like Two of Pentacles. This is very Game of Thrones-esque. I like, you know, Three of Swords. Very cute deck. And I believe she got it from what are they called? Walden's Bookstore. Who remembers Walden's Bookstore? That's old. Like, that's old, right? That's like millennial time period stuff. Here's Strength. And this card is very good at being balanced on the femme and the masculine. So I do appreciate that about these cards. I definitely see myself in a little one of everybody, you know. This is the Empress. You know, I definitely love this deck. So these are good beginner decks. They stick to the regular generic readings of cards with swords, pentacles, wands, and cups. And so if you're ever trying to learn, this Cachet tarot deck is really cool. Really cool. So, moving on. My next tarot deck was the deck that was bought to me by my boyfriend because he knew how much I love the Orishas, right? The Tarot of the Orisha by Zolrak and illustrated by Durkon. Okay? This was my very first diasporic tarot deck. So in love with my tarot deck. This is the tarot deck that really, like, I became more in tune and in touch with my ancestors through this tarot deck, okay? I found out that my bloodline runs hard in Yoruba and the Igbo tribe, in a lot of the Congo. My family's from Charleston, so, like, we all know Charleston. You know, that's like New Orleans, like most of the South, of the 13 colonies, like is very, very slave oriented. And so I found out a lot of my history around the time when he got this for me. I believe I was 27 when he bought this for me. It is the Tarot of the Orisha. I love the way it opens. It's like a little snap, magnetic opening. So you open it. We got these cool little designs on it. And here's the book. Yeah. So the book comes out, and it is a thick book, and I enjoy it. I enjoy this book. I read this book from cover to cover. You see all my bookmarks and stuff. But it starts off with a foreword and preface and an introduction on how he came about writing the book and creating a tarot deck. You know, it delves into Yoruba culture, cosmology, numerology, the Orishas, and does like a whole chart of the Orishas and their saint and angel equivalents, and Greco-Roman deities. And then it shows the comparison with the traditional tarot and the tarot itself of the Orishas. And then it goes into the principal cards, and then it goes into the minor arcana, which is called the secondary cards. So, and then at the end, it shows you like different spreads, the elemental equivalents to these cards, the magic behind it, and definitions in the back. So this is a really good book that comes with this tarot deck. It's very well designed, well thought out. Now, I keep my tarot deck in my pouch, and I usually don't keep it in the box anymore, but I thought I'd do this for the video. Keep it neat and organized, you know. But these cards are definitely, they didn't start off flimsy. They became flimsy because I put all my power and reading and magic and energy into this. So, you know, these are my babies. But they do become easily used. So they, you know, don't keep them in any heat, because they will rub off on each other, like my poor Baba Orisha, you know, but it happens. So these are how the back of the cards look. Okay, very nice. And then these are the drawings. Now the art is very different, you know, it's a little muffled, but at the same time very vibrant. You can't really see all the details at once, so every time you read these cards, you're going to see something different each time. It's kind of nice. Message from from fire. And they have a lot of the elements along with the Orishas themselves. Like, let me see if I can, okay. Shango, you see him with his cowrie shell mask on and his axe in front of his face. He's sitting on white cloth, and behind him is, you know, just a storm a brewing. Storms a brewing and such. And then you've got Shapana, who is Babaluaye, the Orisha of health and cancer, you know. And then you've got Fimo Eshu, or Bombagina. I really appreciate these cards and the diasporic feel of them. Like, this is very historic. This is definitely in tune with our culture as a diaspora people. The sun, and you see it's very symbolic. I do love that. The water element, it's so cool. Like, they're so cool. So if you're thinking about getting the Tarot of the Orisha, this is a very powerful deck. I do highly recommend these cards. There's just nothing non-accurate about them. Some people take tarot in general in their own perspective, but when it comes to these cards, like, these cards only speak to you. Like, the messages are meant for no one else but you when you're reading them. It's quite nice. I am at peace with these cards. So at peace with these cards, in love with them. So I'll put my babies back in their pouch. Bye, babies. I do talk to my cards, so yes. So that was my third set of cards that I had received. Now, this was my very first deck that I bought myself. Okay, My very first that I bought myself. And it was the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot by Louis Martinie and Sallie and Glassman. Okay, this is the box that it came in. Here's the back, introduction and all. Okay, and then it slides out. And it reveals the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot book that comes with it. And again, I'm a stickler for books. Like, I love books. And if you give me anything with tarot cards and books included, yo, we best friends. We just best friends. We're best friends. And look how thick this book is, okay? Again, bookmarks everywhere. But this is an in-depth voodoo book. Like, no lie. If you don't know any basics about voodoo, this book is definitely it. It has like a whole chart of different things before you even get to the cards. It tells you what the cards are, how to pronounce them, they're called appropriate materials for sacrifice. You can use these cards in tarot craft. If you do any tarot craft, it goes into this like different backgrounds of the cards, and it even gives you their veves. It's the coolest thing ever. The coolest thing ever. Now, and it gives you spreads and different definitions and everything to do in the back. So this is a workbook pretty much. But it usually opens up with the cards divided from the major arcana to the minor arcana in here, and the book is on top. Now, I do the same thing with my voodoo cards, and I keep them in a pouch. These are still pretty new-ish because these are harder to work with in texture than the others, but at the same time they're easy. You just have to work them in. I don't use my voodoo cards a lot. I use them for very serious clients. So and how to come to conclusions of things. Really reading deeply. But the artwork is vibrant and astounding and muffled all at once. Like sometimes, again, like the Orisha cards, every time you read, you're gonna find something new. But I like that it's still unique to how it's designed. This is not like a regular voodoo, like tarot deck. If you don't know how to read tarot, this is not the first tarot deck you should get. If you want to study it, sure, that's great. But if you're going to use it on someone, it's going to be a minute before you use it on someone. You're going to have to perfect it. Because it doesn't go with like coins, pentacles, swords, wands, cups. It doesn't do that. It goes by element, and it goes by the tribe that worship those elements. So like the Congo would be water, and it even says it in the corner. Okay. And then you got the major arcana. You'd have like the market. You would have the world egg. That's the first card of the deck. And it even has the numbers on top. So this is 0. The market is 10 on top. And they are in Roman numerals. They are very French. Also very patois. Not patois, sorry. They're very Creole. Dr. John. If you know your voodoo, you know who Dr. John is. Marie Laveau. Okay, she's entering into her shop. Aizan, which is also the ancestral worship. And then you've got Thibon Ange, which is the crown chakra, crown root card, and then you have other elements like Santeria, which would be of earth. And again, like the Congo did, has at the top Santeria and the plant next to it for earth. You got Petro for fire. And so like, yeah, it's so powerful. This is a good deck. But I would not recommend getting this if you have never read any kind of tarot at all. Like, this is not the cards for that. But yeah, I love this deck. Again, I'm going to put them back in their little pouchy so they can be nice and protected. So yeah, I'm going to put the card back in the book. The book back in the box. And slide it through. But yeah, this was the first deck I ever bought myself. And then moving forward, this was the second deck I bought myself. This is Dust to Onyx by Courtney Alexander. This is one of my all-time favorite tarot decks. It is called Dust to Onyx, the Melanated Tarot deck. And look, it's so beautiful. All these sparkles on it, all around the book, as if like someone just sprinkled it in stardust. So it opens like a book. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Dust to Onyx. So pretty, and the texture is gorgeous. It took me a year to get this because Courtney, she funded this, self-funded this by herself, and she, hold on real quick. So yeah, my fiance is watching stuff. I was asking him to turn it down just a little bit. But yeah, so this, she had it self-funded, started a GoFundMe, and it took about like a year and some change to get out this edition, but this is the second edition. Her first edition had come out, I got this in 2017, a year after Omari was born. So her other one had come out in 2015, I believe, and I found out because I was looking up at work on Google, diaspora or melanated decks, and hers came out first, and I'm just like, how did I miss this? How did I miss this? And so I ended up ordering it right then and there for $75 at the time. It came in, I was in love. I almost cried looking at this deck. I almost cried. It was even more beautiful in person than it was watching reviews on it on YouTube and on Google. It was just amazing, incredible. So when I got it, needless to say, I did not hesitate on opening the box and doing a quick little review, but this is my second review on it. But this is the book. It's so pretty, and this is the side. Love it. And it opens up and it's just stardust. And try and open it. She has it titled, and then it goes into like a foreword, and I'll read the foreword real quick. She says, "May this work bring you great joy, peace, and transformation. May your deepest wounds be healed and gifts revealed. May your ancestors of goodwill shine bright, guide you towards your purpose, and nurture you towards your best and highest expression. Most of all, may your life be filled with magic, miracles, and love." So pretty. If I ever meet her, I want her to sign it. But she has an invocation. You can write out your own invocation as well, and I did, as you see. And a message to the reader. And then she's got a table of contents. And then it just goes in, acknowledgments, all the people who helped her work on this. A lot of this work is her own artwork that she's had exhibited in her school and such, and she turned them into tarot cards. So I do love that. She goes into the numerological keywords, the faces, the elemental keywords, all of that. 3 card spreads. She does tarot spreads. And then the major arcana is called ether. Like ether matter, because that's what we're made of. Okay? And it goes into all of them, the picture, and what texture she used on that painting. It was acrylic pastel, spray paint, and magazine clippings on Bristol paper. And then she goes into the description of said card, and it just keeps going, and it does that until you reach the minor arcana, which are called the elementals. I love that. I love it. I love it. So, and then at the end, it goes into end notes, black onyx. Oh, was there a black onyx card that I did not use? I don't have a 0 black onyx. I guess this is it. My black onyx card. Oh, I never used it. I never knew there was a black onyx card. And she has end notes. So yes, so without further ado, let's introduce the cards. So I keep them in my gold pouch because they are brimming with gold, and you'll see why. Look, gold. These gold trimmings, so beautiful. And I'm gonna add my black onyx card in my reading, because I didn't know it was a part. But yes, this is how the back looks. It looks just like the box. Okay, beautiful. And then we open it up into these beautiful drawings, paintings. So this one is the rider, if you can see that at all, the rider. And she's just this beautiful melanated goddess with all this tiger stripes around her. This is a minor one, 4 of coins. 4 of coins. So gorgeous. And she's got them named like Mama Staff, Papa Staff, Lil Staff, Lil Gourd, Young Gourd. Like, these are colloquialisms that we use as a black community. Like, we'd be calling someone like Lil Bree, what's up, Young Buck? Like, you know, like saying things like that. And I love it. I love it. The star. This is definitely another deck that I really connect with my ancestors through. She put a lot of her energy and heart into this, in creating this deck, and I'm super proud of her. Like, I felt like she was my best friend, because I'm just so proud of her for creating something so unique and original. This is strength. She's got her infinity mark around her eyes with these crystals on her third eye and this beautiful makeup and her melanated skin. It's pretty. This is actually one of my favorite cards, the 6 of coins. You have the coins going into the water from the moon, and it's almost like the moon is made of coins, so every coin that falls, it just becomes a more diminished moon. It's so pretty. These cards glow. Look at how far I have it from the camera, and you can see it. Like, they glow. They glow, and it's so mesmerizing. I love these cards so much, y'all. I love them so much. So this is Dust to Onyx, literally Dust, Roman numeral 2, Onyx, Onyx, by Courtney Alexander, a melanated deck. You can find her on her website at Dust to Onyx, melanatedtarotdeck.com or dusttoonyx.com. And she's also on Instagram, but I believe she is still selling these. And she just came out with a carry deck, like the same deck, but it's smaller, so it's more portable, you know. I'm gonna get one. You already know. So yes, this is the Dust to Onyx Melanated Tarot deck, one of my all-time favorites. I love this deck. And then I got another cute little bitty called the Crystal Stone deck. Okay, I got this at an Earthbound store here in Augusta, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever. This is a really cute deck. 78 crystals to energize your life. Crystal deck. Crystals, the stone deck. That's what they're called. And they slide open like this. Okay, really cute. And it actually does come with a little pamphlet booklet. Very pamphlet-y. But they talk about how to use the deck, how to meditate with your crystals, how to cleanse your crystals, how to honor your astrological sign. So what crystals correlate with the astrological sign, how to make the world's simplest crystal grid, how to keep bad vibes out, how to feel better guaranteed, different little tiny things like that. So it's really cute little pamphlet. And each card is legit, has a crystal photo on them, or a stone. And then it's so cute. For instance, this one. This is a rose quartz, okay? So on the back, it has the name, and then it goes into these cute little things. So I'll read this one for you, the rose quartz. What it is, and it literally says what it is, okay? Rose quartz is love in rock form. Who needs it? The overly self-critical, sentient spiritual beings who love deeply, those in the healing arts, or those who want to be. Where to put it? In spaces you want to zone safe and sacred, held with both hands to your heart with the utmost loving kindness. When to use it. When you feel like you always have to be the one to have it all figured out, to work the hardest, to hold it all together for everyone else. Rose quartz gives us a pink cashmere covered platform to be soft, sweet, and open to spirit. Take care of your heart. And it always has little motivating things at the bottom, like diamonds. This diamond, shine your brightest. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Lapis lazuli, ascend your rightful throne. You know, I love that. Sugar light, you know, and there's a stretch the limits of your imagination. This is the cutest little thing. It was literally like $5. $5. I can't say no to $5 deals. Like, I just can't. I've tried. It doesn't work out because I come home with more tarot decks. So yeah, this is cute. They're much taller than your usual tarot deck. You know, see, this is my Voodoo tarot deck, but you can see it's much taller and thinner, and not the best at shuffling, but they're more like flashcards than anything. But I really add them onto my tarot readings as like add-ons, just say like, you know, here's how your reading went with another deck, and then I'll be like, if you can pick up a crystal, pick this up. This is good for your energy for today. So I really like this deck. It's very simple, very cute, and definitely energizing to read these cards. So last but not least, the most recent deck that I just bought off of Barnes & Noble's actually, but I'm sure you can find them in any of your metaphysical shops that sell tarot decks. Barnes & Noble's, Amazon, eBay, thrift store books, Walmart online has them, and so does Target online, which I was impressed with. They have it. So yeah, but The Modern Witch Tarot Deck by Lisa Sterle. This is my new baby, and I love it. The more I use it, the happier I become, the more in love I become. So yes, this is how it looks on the back, how it looks on the side. It's got the hermit, and it's very, very modern, okay? And it's got the bottom that says Liminal 11, Light at the Crossroads. Yes. So it slides open like this. I love the box. I love the box. And inside you can see all of the suits and designs. It's so cute, right? It's got a cup, sword, crescent moons, keys, diamonds, pentacles, the sun. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And so they nicely fit in here. Super cute. This is the little booklet that came with it. And it really is a legit little book, like a hardback book. It's so cute. And it's got the Ten of Swords in the front as the cover. And I love how modern it is, because look at the girl. She's got all the swords in her. All those swords. But then she's got a cell phone. And she's just like, I'm chilling. Everything's fine. And it's great because they've got 2 extra bonus cards in here. And one of them is the Ten of Swords that literally says everything is fine at the bottom. But yeah, so the book opens up just like the same designs on the box. And then it's got a table of contents. It goes into the cards, introduction by Lisa Sterle, and then it goes straight into the major arcana. So it starts off with the Fool, the Magician. So this is a book that is designed after the Rider-Waite, classic Rider-Waite tarot deck, okay? And it goes into little descriptions of the major arcana, going into the minor arcana, and it pretty much says the same thing that I've said before. If a witch knows the elements, then they know the minor arcana. I love that because it's the truth. You know, wands represents fire, cups represents water, pentacles or coins represents earth, and swords represents air. So, and then in the back, they tell you how to prep your cards, how to cleanse them, how to keep them good using oracle spells. They do 1-card spread, 3-card spread, 4-card spread, the Celtic cross spread, which is one of the most popular ones, the inner wheel spread, and then yeah, and then gives the extra cards, the everything is fine card, and the inspirational final card. Yeah, so this is all black and white. These are how the cards look. They are a little bit thinner than your regular cards, but they are still the same regular height. This is how the back of them looks. And for modern, and then the third eye or the evil eye, whichever, with all of the different suits around it. So here's one. This is strength. And look at her in her little strappies with her lion. She got her flowers around her head and a toga. And you have one, the tower. It does get a little dark, you know. The girl's really impaled with that rock right there. But you know, the tower. Like they all literally look exactly like the Rider-Waite tarot deck designs. And I wish I had the Rider-Waite so I could show you the comparison. But she just, you know, modernized it up. So on the Rider-Waite is a little cherub baby that's on the back of a horse, but she turned the cherub baby into a little girl holding the flag. What is it? Here's this girl, Knight of Cups, but she got an ombre from black to pink hair with hoop earrings, a leather jacket, and a scully. You know, like, that's super, super cute. I'm trying to find another modern one, and this is very much catering towards the femme, as well as the LGBTQ community, which I love. So you can tell this is a female, but she looks very boyish. So she's got her tomboy look going on. I love her jacket. And this is the King of Pentacles, you know, taking on that masculine energy. Eight of Pentacles. This girl, you know, she's sitting on her digital sketchbook, drawing the city in the outscape. I love that. Look at the Six of Pentacles. Yes, bitch, she better be styling all on them. Styling them hoes. Look at this Two of Wands right here. This girl is dead as styling. I feel like she's in Africa. And, you know, she's holding her staffs and her little cute little gold strappies and matching earrings and head wrap. Like, and then I love these aces. Like, these aces always have the hands with their nails done. Look at those stiletto nails. Like, girl, who does your nails? Like, let me get them done, you know. You still have this masculine boy yet feminine energy of the Knight of Pentacles. The Death card. Very cool. Look at the Fool. This is the Fool. Everyone knows the Fool because that's usually how it looks on the Rider-Waite. You know, it's still the girl in the same position as the Joker that was dressed up like that and his dog. But she's in a cute little dress with her backpack, got her headphones in, can't tell that she's about to fall off this cliff. Cityscape in the back. Like, I love it. They are all types of, and they just really celebrate the diaspora in this too, because every black guy, female or girl you see has their natural hair. You know, they are super cute, like super sexy people, like beautiful people. I love it. Like, this is only a black girl hairstyle. Like, I love that. The amount of detail Lisa Sterle put into this deck is impressive, and I'm very, very glad I picked up one. Because when I was trying to find it, guys, when I didn't want it, when it didn't resonate with me to get it, I saw it everywhere. So when I tried to get it, when I'm finally ready to get it, and Spirit said, yeah, get it. And I'm like, okay, Spirit, high five, I'm going to get it. And then I go around and try to find them, and they're nowhere to be found. I have to order them. It was literally a female dog trying to find these damn tarot decks. Damn tarot deck. So I'm so happy I found them. I'm so happy I invested. Like, look at the Hermit. She's even styling in her own bummy way, like with her own cloak and everything, and her like mystical, witchy looking pentacle necklace and black dress and bare feet. And, you know, she's closing her laptop because she's like, I'm a hermit. I'm away from the world. No material possessions possess me. I need space for myself. You know, I love it. See, Ten of Swords. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Hold on, baby. And I love things like this, like the Three of Swords. You know, here's the Devil. Here's the Hierophant, and she all tatted up. Literally, y'all, this is like one of my new all-time favorite decks. And sometimes I feel like maybe I'm making my other decks jealous. Like, I should use them with them. So I've now started incorporating reading more decks at once so that they get used to each other's vibes and then they don't get jealous and give me bad readings. So yeah, I am superstitious, I think. But it's okay because I really have developed such a relationship with all of my decks that I can do that. So yeah, this is the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sterle. This is my, hold up, this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My 7th tarot deck. 7 is my favorite number and my spirit number. So it is my favorite deck as of yet, as of lately. So yes, these are all my decks. I said I'd do it, and I did. I said I would do a review of all my decks, all of the ones that I have and all the ones I use and how they make me feel. And as you can see, they all make me feel giddy and like I got butterflies. So feel out your decks. You know, when you go shopping for decks, I don't recommend doing too much online shopping because you always want to actually touch the decks and feel them, get a feel for their energy and see if they're right with you. Because like crystals, tarot decks give off an energy that should sometimes not be, you know, touch. Sometimes they want to be left alone. Sometimes they do want you. And so it's all about you choosing it. But if you shop online, there really is no bad way to do it. I just suggest being there in person. But feel them out. Make sure they make you feel giddy and light and happy, and you know, take them home, get to know them. They have their own personalities and therefore they'll give you their own answers whenever you ask it of them. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. Thumbs up it if you did. Let me know what I could do better, what I could work on as far as the video quality and everything. I'm trying to give y'all the best. Should I project more? Should I speak clearer? You know, let me know. But let me know what you thought about the decks. And if you're planning on getting one, let me know which one you choose. So I can tell you, hey, yay, good for you. I can give you all the motivation and support that you need. So yes, till next time, thank you for viewing my tarot review. Thank you for watching and supporting. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Which Way Is Right, as well as my Patreon if you'd like to be a patron, and subscribe to see some of my video secrets that I don't just let out anywhere. You know, you can click on the links that I have below, as well as my Fiverr, and I do take donations through Cash App, $ Which Way Is Right, capital W in Which, capital W in Way, capital I in Is, and capital R in Right. Which Way Is Right. Let me know. I do accept donations, and I'm always so genuinely grateful for them, you know? But yes, let me know what I can do. DM me for any readings, and keep in touch. Keep watching. Spirit brought you here for a reason. Prove it right, right? Love you all. Ashe. Later.